Welcome to Safe Haven for Cats. Founded in 1994 and committed to the using of no-kill principles in education to save cats' lives through rescue, Safe Haven has found homes for over 9,000 cats and kittens and spayed or neutered over 25,000 animals during its almost 25 years of operation in North Carolina. Let's take a tour of the clinic and shelter facilities so you can better understand how we provide medical care and shelter support for our feline friends. Why don't we start at the Safe Care Feline Spay and Neuter Clinic? Days begin at Safe Care at 7 a.m., and as you can see, our clinic manager, Gina, creates a welcoming environment by writing the names of all of the daily appointments on a whiteboard in the lobby. This is the lobby, where cats are brought in both for the Spay and Neuter Clinic and for the shelter. Over here is our veterinarian, Dr. Jennifer Bledsoe-Nix's office, our veterinary technical assistant's office, and then down the hall a bit is our kitchen area, where you'll find the laundry and the autoclave for our surgical instruments. Across the hall from the kitchen is our intake room, and down a little further are the surgery and treatment rooms. We will discuss these areas in more detail shortly. In the very back of this building, there are two different types of storage. On this side is our pet food for a pet food pantry that we host once per month to help individuals who are having trouble affording to feed their pets. On the other side is general storage for both the clinic and the shelter. So, back to the front for the beginning of our intake process. When our shelter director schedules intake with a rescuer, the cat is brought to the clinic first. Gina greets each rescuer and asks them to complete a stray form. From there, the cat is taken to our intake room until the veterinary team is able to evaluate and perform initial veterinary care. From this room, the vet assistants take the cat into the treatment room. At this point in the process, the cat is weighed, given his or her initial dewormings, as well as flea treatment and vaccinations, distemper and rabies if they're old enough. Every cat is also tested for FIV and feline leukemia. The cat is also cultured for ringworm, and we use a Woods lamp to look for signs of fungal infections. If possible, based on age and health, the cat is then taken to the surgery room where Dr. Bledsoe-Nix performs the spay or neuter. After surgery, the cat is put back into a carrier with a warm water bottle to keep their temperature up and are put on a shelving unit in the treatment room so that the vet assistants can monitor the cat's recovery until he or she is fully awake. Once the cat is alert and active, he or she is taken across the parking lot to the adoption center. Now, let's go across the street to Safe Haven, where cats and kittens are sheltered and available for adoption. On average, Safe Haven finds homes for 12 felines each week, or 2 per day, that the shelter is open for adoptions. Safe Haven is open 6 days a week. As you can see, the lobby also functions as a retail facility, offering things from t-shirts to catnip mice to pet carriers. We should note here that the shelter is protected and secure 24/7, as you can see from the system panel. And here's our space. The shelter is divided into 3 main sections. This is the isolation area. Cats initially spend at least 7 days in ISO. During intake, cats are tested for disease, vaccinated, spayed or neutered, and given time to acclimate to the shelter. ISO serves an important purpose in reducing possibility of disease spread. For cats with highly communicable ailments, there is a special enclosed area in which staff and volunteers must gown up. The medical and shelter staff keep detailed medication, food, and observation records for each cat in ISO. This is the bullpen. This is the warm-up area for adoptions. Cats are sheltered in the bullpen until there is space available on the adoption floor. The bullpen can also be used for cats with a chronic medical condition that is not contagious to other cats. For example, cats waiting for dental cleanings, cardiology appointments, orthopedic surgery, asthma, etc. Additionally, cats who need a little more socialization may stay in bullpen until they are more comfortable. And this is the adoption area. Based on the cat's personality, we determine the best housing situation for the particular cat. We have 6 colony rooms where cats who enjoy the company of other cats can live until they are adopted. We have queen cages which have a door in the center. These cages work particularly well for cats who do not like being picked up and moved each time the enclosure is cleaned. Additionally, we have condo cages which are more of a standard enclosure. These enclosures are for cats who are well adjusted and do not mind being moved. There are 2 playrooms for cats and their prospective families to get acquainted. These playrooms have toys, chairs, and rugs, and adopters are encouraged to spend as much time as needed in a playroom before making the big decision. Let's look at a cage card. This one is for Elf, and you can see that there's a significant level of detail: name, age classification, gender, type of diet, and history. You can also see that Elf has an additional green card on the cage, indicating to the adoption counselors and staff that he is social and comfortable enough to go to the playroom. There are 2 colors of cards at Safe Haven, green and yellow, for in-cage petting and playing. Volunteers help stressed cats graduate to green cards by quietly petting them and playing with them. Each morning and evening, our cat care technician feeds all the cats and medicates those requiring treatment. We generally feed Science Diet Adult and Science Diet Kitten. However, we have multiple cats on special diets at any given time. We use Science Diet ID for cats with stomach issues, grain-free diets for cats with allergies, and so on. All of this information is entered into Shelter Manager, our shelter software, and any observations about behavior or health are noted. The cats are made comfortable here. Each has 2 towels, a litter box with appropriate litter, a bed, and a combination of hard and soft toys. To keep the cats healthy and happy, we have a 2-hour volunteer cleaning shift every day. During these shifts, each cat's enclosure is thoroughly cleaned, the litter box is scooped, and the water bowl is emptied and wiped out. Once per week, litter boxes are changed completely and the food and water bowls are replaced. Every Sunday, the cats' toys are pulled from their enclosure and they are given a new set of toys. Each enclosure also has a cardboard scratcher. Safe Haven has 6 full-time employees and 2 part-time employees, and here are their offices. Moving toward the back of the shelter, we see the sink, linen, and supply area. Safe Haven is committed to standardizing procedures, and you will notice that there are clear instructions for washing dishes and doing laundry. Through standardizations, the shelter has dramatically reduced the spread of infection and provided the 200-plus volunteers with a consistent, predictable experience. With over a dozen volunteer opportunities available, from cleaning, to adoption counseling, to event staffing, to crafting, Safe Haven is fortunate to have a diverse network of individuals generously donating their time and talents. This is where the adoption counselors fill out paperwork, and here's the area where cats are photographed with their new families. Each adoption is a special event, a happy ending to a story that might have started here with abandonment, surrender, or other hardship. We hope you enjoyed your tour of our facilities. As you can see, Safe Haven is committed to saving lives by fostering an environment of safety, security, and comfort. We appreciate your consideration and look forward to a future where all cats are healthy, happy, and in loving homes.